All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Gonna diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So Boudoir low click syndrome is when the unique CTR all for a Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere, somewhere on our ad, aka they're not simply scrolling on by. And we care about women clicking somewhere on our ad because that means our ad has entered their brain. And we care about that because when our ad enters their brain, that is the only time their chance of buying from us is non-zero. So we got to get this unique CTRL number up as high as possible, but under 6% is the most common thing I'm seeing, and it's a massive, massive problem. So even though it's the most common thing I'm seeing, and that Boudoir photographers have in their Facebook ads backend dashboard, it is not normal. It is the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause is the 3 pre-click mistakes. So 3 pre-click mistakes causes BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, we also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe, taking shape here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir PCO. And treatment takes about a week. And nobody else has this treatment. You can only get it here. And because we invented it. In Boudoir PCO, we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, whether it's on or off. We treat the duplicated ad, so we leave the original one alone. Treat it. Takes about a week. At the end of the week, we keep whichever one rolling as the better metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir PCO, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, and we now have pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. And this is basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So we got our full universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. That's fine, easy enough. Treated with Boudoir PCO takes about a week. And we achieve pre-click alignment. We become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, in my residency, I went out and found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there in the wild. And first one I tested, the unique CTRL was 4.3%. So we know that's under 6%, so we know that BLCS is present. So I duplicated that, treated with Boudoir PCO, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So way better. So instead of like 4 out of 100 women clicking somewhere in the ad, we got it up to approximately 7 out of 100 women. So we actually found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of its ad spend. So instead of spending 10 grand a month on their Boudoir Facebook ads, $3,700 a month every single month was being wasted. So what we can do is we can eliminate that waste by using the Boudoir PCO treated ad and spend the difference instead and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So Boudoir PCO at, what would this be, $6,300 a month. We'll get into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So that's where the massive gains come from. Now, the second part of my residency, found another one in the wild, Boudoir Facebook ad, brought it back to the hospital. Unique CTRL 1.39%. Okay, that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. Duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir PCO, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So that's insanely good. We found out the original was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, literally $8,400 a month being wasted, thrown out the window. So what we can do now, this Boudoir PCO treated ad, is eliminate that wasted ad spend, only spend the difference, $1,600 a month on the Boudoir PCO treated ad, and we'll get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month spend. So massive gains there, and we pocket that $8,400, or the business owner pockets that as kind of like an invisible phantom bonus, phantom profit, because it's not being wasted. It's literally, something like 100 grand in kind of bonus profit in the next 12 months. Now, finally, had a patient saw his unique CTR of his Facebook ad is 5.03%. So again, I knew the BLCS was present. So I went in Trio Boudoir PCO, duplicated Trio Boudoir PCO, took about a week, and got his unique CTR up to 15.35%. So found out he was wasting 67%, or at least the original Boudoir Facebook ad wasting 67% of ad spend. So the original Boudoir Facebook ad had 10 grand a month. We'll get into the same number of women's brains as the Boudoir Pico treated ad, spending only $3,300 a month. So that whole difference, we're pocketing that difference as a bonus profit, or the business owner is, the boudoir photographer is, $6,700 a month in bonus profit by simply not spending that money. I would say, 80 grand bonus in the next 12 months. So insanely good without even needed to service any clients. So from these numbers, from what I've seen, the average boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at the numbers, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%, so it's wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend each year. So now we're gonna look at this. So diagnosis, if we believe it has BLCS, aka boudoir low click syndrome. So we got, let's see, we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we believe that everything Facebook says we should fill out when creating the form or when creating the ad is actually what we should fill out and is best for us. But no, it's actually best for Facebook. The result of trusting Facebook and doing this is way more women scrolling by our boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, which Facebook likes because it makes they can serve more ads per unit time. So Facebook actually makes more money per unit time. But actually, it causes pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, and it actually increases the probability that we have BLCS, aka boudoir low click syndrome. Okay, looking at the creative, got the, all right, pay your age, boudoir birthday session. So this looks like, yeah, so this is like looks like an ad mistake. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe that a boudoir Facebook ad should look like an ad because other ads on Facebook look like ads, other boudoir Facebook ads look like ads. So everyone can't be wrong, can they? Well, every ad I've seen and checked out has had BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome. So consequences of making this mistake is way more women gonna be scrolling by our boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTR under 6% and contributing to BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, we're going to look at the see more headline up here. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook mobile newsfeed. Well, we're only using first 2 lines. Now the Bays of Martinsville, West Virginia. This age, so okay, so yeah, we got the lack of context mistake here. The false belief it's causing us to make this mistake is we believe we put the enough context in here to pull the maximum amount of women in, or the optimized amount of women in, to our boudoir Facebook ad and click on it, somewhere on it, and that is incorrect. So the consequence of this is way more women gonna be scrolling by our boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, when they could have been clicker inners and our ad would have entered their brain, but they simply scroll on by and we waste that money. So that pulls our unique CTR under 6%, contributing to BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome. All right, so my diagnosis. Yes, I believe this boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka boudoir low click syndrome, and, well, since its unique CTRL is probably under 6%. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so if you're a Boudoir low-click advertiser with Boudoir low-click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you want to save, eliminate, save, put back in your pocket approximately 5K every single month, basically like a phantom bonus by getting, your BLCS trio with Boudoir PCO. That's like basically a 60K bonus at the end of the year. And you decide you want to pull this profit out of the Facebook ads part of your business because you've been optimizing other parts of your business. So you now want to optimize the Boudoir Facebook ads part because you see more women entering the, coming into Boudoir market every single day. Seems like anytime anyone gets a new iPhone, we got more Google My Business profiles going up. Anytime anyone gets a new camera, we're getting more. Facebook posts in the mom groups for offering boudoir shoots. And so you see the marketplace getting more and more saturated, and you actually want to, and you see inflation hitting harder and harder, and you want to become a dominant boudoir advertiser, achieve pre-click alignment, activate Boudoir Brain Entry Boost, and continue on your way to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM when I open back up again for new patient intake. Right now, new patient intake is closed, so my DMs are closed. But shoot me a DM when we open up again, and we will see if you qualify.